All right, Mel Pal. I don't know if you have a read in front of you.
Oh, I always have my read
Because
for
it's time
Honda.
for Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday.
North Texas Honda dealers want to help you score some great deals on award-winning Hondas. Stop by your Helpful Honda dealer today or visit ntxhondadealers.com to learn more. Always ready for our
Well
good friends
done.
at
Excellent
Honda.
read. Strong read. All right. Do we have some questions here about high school football, college football, recruiting, lifestyle, romance, travel, any of those? We'll get to a few of them here in a bonus edition of Helpful Honda Mailbag Friday.
Let's start off with a pretty controversial one.
Yeah.
Does pineapple go on pizza? And I'm sure I don't think we have discussed this before, but I'm sure it's been discussed on the show before.
Okay. So here's where I'm at with pineapple on pizza.
Yep.
If that's what you like, go for it. I'm not here to shame. Whatever you're into, do your thing. If you like pineapple on pizza, go for it.
Do it.
If you like papaya on pizza, if you like pretzels on pizza, if you like popcorn on pizza, there's a great book, Pete the Cat book, Pete the Cat's Pizza Party or something like that, that Hank really likes. You put whatever you want on pizza.
Okay.
People who judge other people for their pizza toppings, they're lame. They're lame. Do you?
All right.
Pizza is a personal experience. So you should do that.
It should be a great experience.
Now that said, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like pineapple on pizza. But like there's things I love mushrooms on pizza. Love them. Love mushrooms on pizza. My wife hates it.
Okay.
Hates it. So
But
it's just a matter of preference.
Here's the difference between pineapple and mushrooms to me. I am not a sweet and salty person. I'm a sweet or salty person, but I don't like them combined. So that's why I think mushroom on pizza makes more sense than pineapple on pizza. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that makes sense?
Yeah, I think so. I think I know what you're
I'm just not a sweet and salty person.
Yeah.
So I don't like the two combined.
Right. I understand. Okay, that's fine.
But separately they're good.
You're not into just sweet and salty. There's a word for that of like
I know.
Sweet and salty at the same time. I can't think of it's like a fancy word. I can't think of that. Anyway.
Yeah, I like chips and candy, but I don't like chips or candy, but I don't like chips and candy like the two.
See, there are the people who like they go and they'll pour they'll get the popcorn, they'll pour like M&Ms in them, and I'm like, that's a little much.
See, I don't like that.
I appreciate both of them, but that's fine. All right.
Okay.
What's next?
How about what do you think about Gilmer, Texas this year? Give your fans a little bit of a
I suppose.
taste
Well,
if we do.
I haven't confirmed it, but I think they're going to field a team. I think they'll probably put 11 on the field. No. They're a really interesting ball club this year because I think when you think of Gilmer, you think of offense. Mm-hmm. Like their offense has always been good, and they're going to have some playmakers. Rohan Fluellen is a superstar playmaker, but they are losing a star quarterback in Brandon Tennyson. Like they're losing Brandon Tennyson. Mm-hmm. So there's questions for the first time in what feels like forever. There's kind of questions there on the offensive side. But the funny thing is, funny's a weird word, but the interesting thing about them is that I think their defense is going to be even better. Like their defense is going to be even better. Now that said, all of that said, they got a tough new neighbor because Carthage flipped sides of the bracket.
Yeah.
They flipped over from Region 3 to Region 2. And so if Carthage had stayed on the other side of the bracket, they would be on my short list of teams to make a state championship game. But because Carthage is now on that side of the bracket, and they're already going to have to go through a team like Wichita Falls Hershey, they're already going to have to deal with Pleasant Grove in district play. And I've been telling you for months and months and months that y'all screwed around by letting them hang around and play a bunch of playoff games. Like Pleasant Grove's going to be really good. I like Gilmer a lot. The problem with them, I foresee this year, is that I think that their region draw is brutal. Mm-hmm. And whoever, but the region draw is brutal for Carthage. It's brutal for everybody. Everybody's got to play each other. And so I like Gilmer a lot, especially if they're able to find a quarterback. And I especially like their defense. But I wish they were in a different region.
Yeah.
Then I'd be really fired up about them. Instead, I'm like, all right, good team, got a bunch of challenges in front of them.
Yeah.
There's other teams that I like less. But because of their draw, I'm like, I like that. Like, I'm trying to think of an example. Cuero. Wimberley. Wimberley's a team that I like. I think they're pretty good. I think they've got an opportunity to make a run this year. But, some pieces to fill. I think head-to-head, I'd probably take Gilmer over Wimberley.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're asking me which team looks more likely to make a state championship, I'd say Wimberley. Simply because their path is a little bit easier.
Yep.
A little bit more manageable. So
Okay.
Anyway, let's do 2 more if we've got them.
Okay. Let's do over/under on the number of cleats that melt on the turf fields next weekend in College Station.
It's going to be...
Or us. We could do people, too.
It's going to be warm.
We could do people, too.
It's going to be warm. In fact, I haven't checked ticket today because they have adjusted the weather forecast. It's not going to be 106 anymore, which is good.
Yeah.
It's only going to be 105. Neat. Thursday, 103.
Yay.
Friday, 104. Saturday, 105. So nice little...
It just keeps getting better as we go on the week.
I don't know, because originally when I first looked at it, it was 103, 106, 103. And I don't know if this is better. But at the same time, it does feel like when you get to this range, it's all just like so sweltering hot. If you are going, I know I'm not your mom, but like if I may speak to you like a parent for a moment, please, for the love of God, drink water.
Drink water.
Don't
stay
drink
cool.
soda. Don't drink...
not even Gatorade either.
Don't drink
just
Gatorade. Just drink water. Just drink water. Don't drink all the sports drinks. Just drink water and drink a bunch of it.
Yeah.
And don't stop drinking water. Just keep doing it. I know that I believe our friends at Ozarka are going to be out there with a bunch of water, but make sure you're staying hydrated because it is like...
It's going to be brutal.
We laugh about, oh, man, it's Texas. It's so hot. Like, this is dangerous
Record-breaking,
hot.
yeah.
This is dangerous hot. This is, like, detrimental to your health hot. And so please find shade when you can. Please wear sunscreen. Please drink water. This ends me being your dad here for a minute. It is Father's Day. Let me do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, do we have an ender?
Yes, we do have an ender.
Oh, wow.
How about thoughts on Dallas being selected as a host city for the 2026 World Cup?
Congratulations to our friend Matt Wilson in Arlington.
Yes.
I know he'd been working on that really
Shout
hard
out.
with both them and the Dallas Sports Commission, trying to get that. I think it's rad. I think it's really cool. I don't think it should be a surprise. I mean, AT&T Stadium gets a lot of big events, right?
They do.
I mean, and now they pushed for it and they got it. It's awesome. It's a bucket list sports item for me.
Yep, that's definitely something. Now, I've gotten way more into soccer than I ever have been just working here, and so now I think it's got to be on my bucket list as well.
We were discussing because so from what I understand, I haven't talked with Matt. I should. I would guess that they are going for some big games. My guess is that they're going to try to get final, semifinal, certainly knockout rounds. You know, any game would be great. We were talking about this, like if the United States were to play at AT&T Stadium, if they were to play at AT&T Stadium, I mean, I would have to have a serious financial conversation with my wife about that because I would give a significant amount of money, a significant sum of money to watch the United States play the World Cup in my hometown.
Okay.
Like, that would be incredible.
Question. Do you think there are going to be more people at that game, if the U.S. is in it, than a regular Cowboys game? Do you think there's going to be more people in attendance?
There won't be, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm fairly certain they're going to have to take out some seats.
Okay, good point.
Because if you've ever seen a soccer match there, first of all, they're going to have to put in grass. They have to do
right.
Like the FIFA requires the games played on natural grass.
Actual grass. Yes.
So they have to put in grass. And I believe this is the case that they're going to have to like shave off some of the corners because if you've ever seen a soccer match there, the corners are a little tight. It can be a little tight, and FIFA's not going to go for that. FIFA's going to say no. That's got to be the way we want it. This is our showcase event. Right. And so I don't think so, only because of that. But it'll be jam-packed, and it'll be, if the United States were to play there, I would say if there's a final or a semifinal or some sort of huge game, it will be, I think it's going to, no, they have the Super Bowl there. Yeah. But it's going to be up there as far as like the highest price ticket that's ever been there. Because it's, guys, I mean, if you don't know, the World Cup's the biggest sporting event in the world. Yeah. Like, and it's coming here. Yes. And by the way, let's not overlook, Houston's going to get some games too. Yeah. Houston, two cities in Texas are going to be there. They're at Energy Stadium they're going to play, which is awesome. Like, so cool that Texas is going to have two host cities. fairly certain we're the only state that has 2 host cities.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
I was looking at the list. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think I noticed that too.
What was interesting, I know the conversation about the host cities was they felt like D.C. was the one that was like the last one out. Like D.C., Baltimore got snubbed. I thought it was interesting. No Chicago.
Yes, that's
Very
a big
interesting. That was one. I know that there was some talk about maybe Charlotte getting one, but Charlotte didn't get it. Very interesting there.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there was some talk that that Bob Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, did some finagling with his buddies at FIFA to get a game in Boston instead of a game in Baltimore. But no doubt, Texas is the soccer capital of the world. I think everybody agrees with this.
Oh yeah,
Dallas and Houston getting World Cup games. I mean, come on, guys.
That's pretty sweet.
Arlington and Houston, I should say.
Let's get out of this Dallas crap. It's Arlington, please.
I know,
Put
you're
some
an
respect.
Ag-town.
I am an Ag-town rep.
Yeah,
Ag-town
you're Ag-town repping. But it's super cool, and even if you're not into soccer, you should be like super fired up for the state of Texas and super fired up for the city of Houston and the city of DFW, Arlington, whatever you want to call it, getting these games because it's a big deal. It's a cool spotlight here on our little Fairburg. So, cool stuff.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.